smashed it that day. He would have obviously been half delighted with such a good finish in the Olympics, but to be so close to a medal would have also been disappointed. As Sebastian Sawe, I thought he might just sit on Matico then, but he doesn't. He literally just glides by, and look at that, such a change. Matico goes from looking ominous, looking as if he was going to float away, was going to run away with it. Sebastian Sawe weathered the storm. That's Daniel Matico just got it wrong very, very slightly again, but you can just see that fatigue. You can see the beads of sweat that just weren't there. 5 kilometers. Sebastian Sawe, he's just gone now into a 10-15 meter lead.
And growing,
Wow.
I think the thing about Sawe is that he is a winner. I mean, you just look at his record. Run 9 half marathons, won 7 of them. Run 10 kilometers, won 5 of them. And he's won his most recent races. He won in Copenhagen in September over the half marathon. He won the 10K in July in Peachtree. And just the way he's taken control of this race over the last few minutes and really looks full of confidence and so composed. And it's fascinating how this race has changed in the last 10 minutes. The Kenyan Sebastian Sawe, who is heading for victory here in Valencia.
Well, if my maths are right, 1 hour 55, 52 through 40 kilometers. There you go, 41 seconds. I made that last 5 kilometers 14:08, Richard, 14:08 for that last 5 kilometers. So that's why, again, he's pulled a chunk of time back on that course record. So it is going to be one of the fastest ever debuts over the marathon distance that we've ever seen. And he's edging towards that 2 hours and 2 minute clocking, because he's just got faster and faster and decided, I like that he's going to get his drink on board. That's going to help his recovery for the next race. That's going to help him almost forget the pain, forget the fatigue that he's accumulated over the last few kilometers, because barring disaster, he's on his way to take this title.
Yeah, that graphic showed us his results from some of his best half marathon races. Remember, his last half marathon was in September when he beat Jacob Kiplimo, ran his best time, his second best time, 58:05. That was just less than 3 months ago. Best time for the half marathon, 58:02, which was set in Ostia 2 years ago. But Sebastian Sawe stepping up to the marathon today for the first time and really looking great over the last 2 kilometers. Remember, he won the World Championship half marathon in Riga 14 months ago, and today has chosen Valencia for his marathon. Claudio Berardelli said he had a great build-up, so there was a lot of anticipation around his debut here, and he has produced the goods. At 30 kilometers, he was back in 3rd place and struggling to hang on to Teresa Galetta. But over the last 10 kilometers, James, as you said, those splits, 14:11, 25 to 30K, 14:38 from 30 to 35K, and then I think the fastest 5K of the race, up to 40 kilometers, 14:08, and he's now into the final mile, down this beautiful stretch past the Jardim del Turia, which is going to bring them down into Gulliver Park and back to the Ciudad de las Artes y las Ciencias.
Yeah, and that increase in 5K split is why he's got 24 seconds on Galetta behind, and I think on our reckoning that Mateko's another minute back on that. So Daniel Mateko, who looked just so good, he really kick-started the race, and Sebastian Sawe bided his time, and he coming up to the 2 hour mark, can really enjoy this last kilometre. The crowds are enjoying this running, and the last 800 meters is fairly fast as well. So what can he close out? You can see 900 meters to go, so he's going to know so well what this feels like in training. We'll do so many reps around the kilometre mark, but he's way inside that now. Richard, this has just been a superb debut.
Fantastic debut, and slight downhill as he comes back into the start-finish arena, he'll already be able to see the arches, which we can see right in front of our commentary box here. Sebastian Sare, just about 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes of running to go. Remember, the world leading time for the marathon, 2:02:44, set by John Correa in Chicago less than 2 months ago. And Sebastian Sare here on his debut looks as though he's not only going to record his first victory at the marathon, but he's going to set a world-leading time. Here we are, 500 meters to go, a very slight uphill as they go over the bridge. And then as he comes onto the carpet, Sare, you can see how his cadence will change as he runs down this hill, just over 400 meters to run. And he's got a very big lead. I think he is going to set a world-leading time for the marathon.
It's going to be, yes, Richard, a world-leading time. I think he's going to be a fraction outside the course record and a fraction outside the fastest ever debut. But what a debut it's been, the 28-year-old Kenyan. So success over the half marathon multiple times, but doubling the distance today